It's game time. Light shine. All eyes on the line. Every move, every play. We define. Hardy live. Feeling prime. From the bench to the field, we climb. Champion rise, this our time. No fear, no limits, we prime. Bring the heat. Watch it shine. This leg is wrong, we on grind. It's game time. Light shine. All eyes on the line. Every move, every play, we define. Heart be loud. Feeling prime. From the bench to the field, we climb.
Delphi, Indiana, a quaint little town of about 3,000, but things become contentious when a fellow Hoosier Heartland foe comes into town. Tonight's game is brought to you by Dangan Funeral Home, putting family first. Healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. Rossville Consolidated Schools, achieve, learn, lead, and inspire. The Frankfurt Eagles Post 976, people helping people. The Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. A pleasant evening, everyone. Alongside my broadcast partner, Bob Messlin, I'm John Natali, and we have our first of many Hoosier Heartland Conference games right here on the ISC Sports Network, and I'm going to bring in my partner, Bob, right away. Bob, it's good to see you. We haven't been together for a long time, so happy to be in the chair with you.
Likewise.
We've got a good one tonight. Rossville is at Delphi, getting ready for the first Hoosier Heartland class. And what do we expect tonight?
Well, fortunately for both teams, we got the battle of the unbeatens. And both schools have played 2 games. Obviously, they've both won both their games. It's the first conference game for both teams. And, we got a couple keys to the game that we might want to take a look at.
It is our pregame show, Dangan Funeral Home, putting family first. And those keys to victory brought to you by Tier 1 Meat Company, where every cut is elite and every customer is family. Bob, you got 3 of them. What are they?
Well, ball protection. Both teams struggle with turnovers, but conversely, both teams are good with steals. So they both play passing lanes, so it's going to be important for both squads to take care of the ball. On the offensive glass, Delphi averages 9 offensive rebounds per game, and Rossville only 3. So there's a key stat there because they get a lot of second chances. And John, if it comes down to free throws in a close game, Rossville shoots 74% and Delphi only shoots 38%. So you don't know if it's going to come down to that in the last. And now people are shooting 2 free throws instead of 1 and 1, which makes a difference in the free throws, who you foul, when you foul, and how you foul.
Before we get to our first break, because we'll bring the national anthem. And so being at the first game, what kind of jitters are both of these teams going to have?
Well, the first conference game for both of them, fortunately, both of them have a couple games under their belt with their out of conference. But, this is a rivalry. I talked to one of the coaches today, and, Coach Jacoby, she's trying to build on last year, getting a good tournament run. You're looking at Coach Gilbert. He is probably trying to improve from last year. He's trying to mix newcomers with veterans. And one of the key things he has to do, he has to replace Jenna Roth scoring. She led them in scoring last year. I think had over 1,000 points for her career, and it's tough to find kids that can put the ball in the basket.
When we come back, we'll have Hoosier Heartland Conference basketball right here on the ISC Sports Network.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Back on the campus of Delphi High School, where the Oracles are playing host to the Rossville Lady Hornets. Let's take of our first look, brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Bob, what's our first look like?
Well, as we talked about, it's a first conference game for both teams. Rossville last year was 15-9, which was a pretty successful season. They lost in the sectional final to Carroll. On the other hand, Delphi was only 8-15, and their last sectional title was in 16-17. So both teams are trying to get off to a really good start. I think it's the first time in years both teams have faced each other undefeated 2-0 in the third game of the season.
It is Rossville's first 2-0 start since 2018, where they started 6-0 in the all-time series. Handed over to the Oracles. They have a 15-14 advantage since 2001, so the Rossville Hornets looking to see if they can even that matchup tonight. Our starting lineups brought to you by Ardente Dental. Healthy Smiles start here. Let's start with the Delphi Oracles. The freshman guard, Kaya Anderson, going to hit the floor tonight. Ari Lattimore, the senior guard, and then Peyton Morrow, the junior forward, number 15. Ava Mills, freshman forward, number 20. And another senior, Abby Brown, number 24. The forward rounds out the beginning five for head coach David Gilbert.
Yeah, the freshman Ava Mills averaging almost 14 points a game.
You hear Ari Lattimore there, three-sport athlete for the Oracles. And let's have a look at the Lady Hornets. Starting at guard, it's the junior Victoria Vanderwall, and then Allie Elliott, the junior forward. Addie Gorbett, senior guard, number 30. Mallory O'Brien, the freshman guard, number 32. And Ava Burkle, you're going to see a lot of her, the senior forward. Averages 15.5 a night. Your officials, brought to you by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, where recycling makes sense. Michael Woolington, Jeremy Beckner, and Joseph Brown. I want to thank those gentlemen. And we're underway at Delphi. Controlled by Lattimore.
Well, Lattimore is her primary ball handler for Delphi, and she will have the ball in her hands a lot tonight.
Look down low from Morrow, working in the paint. That's Mills, kick out. Now caught in the corner. Still trying to find some room. Down in the post, off the glass, no good. Ball tipped out. Rebound by O'Brien. Here come the Hornets. Drive on the baseline. Tried to go up and under and got the bucket.
Yeah, Ava Burkle, she averages 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 3.5 steals. She's the leading scorer from last year. She's the daughter of the Rossville athletic director, and she's getting she's already committed to IU Kokomo. And she's going to start off the game here with a potential three-point play.
Shoots it at 73% from the line. And left it way short.
Well, she's hearing it from the crowd on that one, but as seasoned as she is, she's probably going to let that go in one ear and out the other.
They gave the foul to Ava Mills. That's her first, team first. And Oracle's back in control. Working the top of the perimeter. It's Aubrey Brown. She'll hand it off. Lattimore looking for some space, and now they're going to switch it. Here's Morrow. Going to get into the lane. She's going to go up strong with the right. Off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, little floater, and here's a chance for a three-point play. Ava Mills.
Well, John, one of the keys we talked about early on was the offensive glass, and there you go. There's the first offensive rebound put back and a potential for a three-point play. But you notice how Delphi kept the ball moving. They kept cutting. And Rossville had a little bit of a sagging man-to-man defense where they were switching, and they had a basket cut. And, you know, she banks in a free throw, and now we're 3-2.
Quick start to this one. Ava Mills committed the foul, and then she will good look underneath and off the glass. Good 1-2 basketball from the Hornets.
Well, if you're going to press like that, you got to protect the basket. It goes, you know, basket, paint, girl. But you have to find the ball.
Burkle's got all four for the Hornets. Here's Morrow, thought about the three. Off the dribble drive, goes up and under with the right and got it. Good move from Peyton Morrow. That's her first two.
Well, both coaches are going to be a little bit disappointed with the defense because both teams have gotten easy baseline drives for baskets.
Turnover. Morrow got it over to Lattimore. And now it's 7-4, Delphi. Hornets break the press. Here's a three ball. Canned it. Addie Gorbett hits the three.
Yeah, she's a three-sport athlete, basketball, volleyball, and softball. And last year she didn't play because she had a shoulder injury.
Look out to the left side. That's starter Anderson.
You notice to cut down some of the basket cuts, Rossville has gone to a 2-3 zone. We'll see if they can rebound out of the zone because typically you don't match up man-to-man.
Poked away, but back in the hands of Lattimore, and we're going to have a travel. Morrow started going before she took the basketball, and it's a turnover for Delphi.
Yeah, both teams struggle in turnovers. Their assist-to-turnover ratio is in the negative, which you'd like to see at least even, but some of the defense has a lot to do with that.
Delphi averages 19 turnovers a contest. Here's Elliott working that right wing. She hands it off. Vanderwall being guarded by Lattimore, picks up her dribble. And here's a three ball off the front iron and into the hands of Anderson. She's into the forecourt.
Yeah, probably not the best shot that Coach Jacoby would have wanted there.
Here's Morrow. Down low to Mills, tipped away, ball still on the ground. Anderson comes up with it.
It looks like on a make, Rossville is falling back in 2-3 zone, and on a miss, they're picking up man-to-man.
Mills looked down low to Morrow, is tipped away. Oracle's basketball underneath the hoop. 4:45 left in the first. Here's the three ball from the corner, and it got it. Kaya Anderson with a sweet stroke for three. And it's 10-7 down the lane. Good take, and finished it with the left. Mallory O'Brien. And there's a steal. Here comes Abby Elliott. Working in the paint. Throws it up and got it. 4 quick points by the Hornets puts them up 1, 11-10. That ball thrown away.
So you notice both teams have put in a little pressure. A half-court press there by Rossville. A couple possessions ago, Delphi was in a three-quarters court press, and it sped up the game. We've had a few turnovers here in the first quarter. A lot of scoring, 11-10, and we're only halfway through the first quarter. You know, both teams only average in the around 50 points a game.
Fadeaway jumper, no good from the elbow. And here comes Delphi. Underneath, Morrow went up strong and got fouled by Mallory O'Brien. That'll be her first, team second. I'll send Morrow to the line.
Yeah, you might want to take a look at here. Both teams are struggling a little bit to get back on defense. Hence the breakaway layups, the fouls on shooters going to the basket. And like I said earlier, if it comes down to free throws, you know, there's a big discrepancy, and Rossville shoots 74% and Delphi only 38% from the line.
And they've hit all three so far.
Well, my stats are wrong.
No,
I'm
they're
sorry.
right.
Yeah.
They're right, Bob. Delphi Delphi putting it in the cup. Up by 1, 12-11, 3:45 left in the first. Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup. Down low, that's Burkle. Or no, that was Allie Elliott.
That was a tough shot. Not a good angle. Probably should have passed it out and reposted.
In the corner. Off the side of the iron, no good. That's Aubrey Frost into the ball game, number 22. Going to be a foul, and I believe that is on Frost.
So that's the second wide open corner three that Rossville has given the Oracles. They knocked down the first one out of bounds play where there was just a miscommunication because they were in a zone, and in a zone when you don't match up in out of bounds play, and the girl was wide open and hit a shot a couple moments ago.
O'Brien straightaway three, high arcer off the front iron, no good. Long rebound goes to Frost. She'll get it into the forecourt, hand it off to Morrow. Three minutes left in the first quarter. It's been a tight one throughout the whole match so far, 12-11. Here's Morrow on the dribble drive, goes up and under with the right, a little bit too heavy. Loose rebound, and it comes in the hands of Frost. She throws it up and got it. Aubrey Frost.
So that's 2 or 3 baskets that Delphi's got on offensive putbacks.
Oracle's up 3. Look down low and is poked away. Here comes Delphi. Good look underneath, and Frost finishes. 5-point advantage for the Oracles, 16-11.
Yeah, careless entry pass led to transition, and another layup for Delphi, excuse me.
Burkle tried to get it down low, and that one was picked off. Anderson picked up her dribble and took a few steps while she did it.
And I believe the crowd called that travel call.
That's going to send in Adeline Farley, another freshman volleyball player.
3-sport athlete.
Yep.
They have a couple of them on Rossville.
Well, it's a volleyball team that went to semi-state this past year.
Yeah, they've only had a week of practice together, the basketball team. So a lot of new things tonight.
Fell to the Faith Christian Eagles, but still a heck of a season for head coach Lexi Shriver. They move it around, now on the dribble drive with the left. And it looks like there's going to be a pushing foul on Peyton Morrow. It is.
I think sooner or later the Oracles are going to comprehend that Ava Burkle goes to the left. A couple times they've given her a baseline drive, and you have to make her go right.
Autumn Pascal, the senior guard, enters for head coach Jennifer Jacoby, the Indiana Hall of Famer. Back at her alma mater, Rossville, just had an amazing career within that gym. Went on to Purdue. She was a part of that 94 Final Four season for the Boilermakers women's team. Inducted in 2017. Thought about the three. And a skip pass up top. O'Brien getting hounded, tries to split the defense, ball knocked away. Morrow got a hand on it, and she'll take it straight down the lane. Kick out, thought she walked. Here's Frost. Tried to fit that ball into a tight window. It's going to be a jump ball.
So Rossville averages 12 turnovers per game, and they already have 4 or 5 here in the first quarter. So they have to really work on taking care of the basketball. They've had some passes that have been cross-court, one-handed, and you just have – every possession you have to value.
Gorbett to inbound. She'll get it to O'Brien. Coming up on a minute left in the first quarter. Delphi up 5. That's Pascal. She hands it off to O'Brien. And another turnover on the ground. Fighting for it's Lattimore. And then Gorbett gets it back.
Well,
she traveled.
Had she not rolled over, she'd have been okay. But whenever you roll over, it's a a traveling violation, and once again another turnover for Rossville. So they have to, as we mentioned a few minutes ago, take care of the basketball. But on the flip side, Delphi's doing a great job of man-to-man defense, playing in the lanes, guarding tightly.
Here's Allie Huffman, number 2, who checks in for head coach David Gilbert. 35 seconds left in the first. There's a turnover. Burkle comes up with it. Has a man ahead. Now she goes to the left, guarded by Lattimore. Good spin move and got the bucket. Good footwork from Ava Burkle. She's got 6. And that ball's thrown around, and it's going to be picked up by Lattimore. Coming up on 10 seconds.
Boy, the black oracles on the court makes it think it's out of bounds, but the girl saved the ball.
5 seconds and a foul on O'Brien. Almost a bailout because Huffman was in no man's land. Tonight's game brought to you by Frankfurt Eagles Post 976, serving our community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfurt Eagles offer something for everyone. For more info on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt. Got to get it off. Lattimore cans it at the buzzer.
So that is America's inbounds play, where you pass it in, you set a screen, and the inbounder takes the ball in the corner and has a shot. So that's 6 points from that exact corner on 2 out-of-bounds plays for the Oracles.
We'll take a quick break. So Oracle's up 6, 19-13. Hoosier Heartland action on the ISC Sports Network.
If you haven't signed up for Mintel Fiber Optic Internet from Mulberry Telecommunications, then you're missing out. We have various packages to choose from and speeds up to a gig. Not to mention each package includes a Wi-Fi 6 wireless router and access to our Mintel Smart Home app, giving you complete control of your network backed by our award-winning customer service. Go ahead and dance till your heart's content in whatever reality you want, even if it's virtual. Mulberry Telecommunications offering the best gig in town. Sign up today at Mintel.net and experience the Mintel difference.
Tonight's game brought to you by Day and Gendel Funeral Home with locations in Frankfurt, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Day and Gendel Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on our services and community involvement, please visit dayandgenda.com. Day and Gendel Funeral Homes, where we put family first. Also by Healthy Communities of Clinton County. They offer free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking or vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. A quick foul on Rossville. That's going to go against Mallory O'Brien. That's her second.
Yeah, she's been a pleasant surprise. She's a freshman averaging almost 8 points a game, but she also gets 4 boards. So they're going to miss her on the glass.
Here's Lattimore controlling the point. She'll take it inside. Good look to Frost. Or that was Abby Brown. That's Brown's first 2. And the lead is extended to 8, 21-13. Here's Cadence Roby. She makes her first appearance. Goes down low, but Elliott couldn't finish. And here's Lattimore with the basketball. Morrow, open 3. In and out, no good. Burkle with the rebound. Up ahead to Elliott and got the soft touch.
That was a great catch and a nice finish. She was under the basket, decided not to use the backboard, and scored a bucket. But she ran the court well, and when you run the court, typically your guards will see you and you're able to convert. Now we have Rossville back in a 2-3.
Frost in
but
traffic.
Delphi's done a nice job of moving the basketball, and when Rossville's been in a man-to-man, they have been, when you pass, they've cut. They pass, they cut. In every cut, they're looking for the basketball. Some people just cut to be cutting because that's what the coach says, but they've got nice cuts. They've scored some baskets, and they've been at the line for some three-point plays.
It's Burkle into the forecourt. Marked by Morrow. And Morrow not letting her go to that left. Down the lane looking for Elliott. It was tipped away by Lattimore. And she's got the basketball. 6:30 left in the second. That ball tipped. Back and forth we go.
Well, this point we talked about ball protection in the beginning is going to be key.
It's over and back on Addie Gorbett. Today's game brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn. Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. They provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. Start planning your unforgettable day. Visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Morrow with it. She kicks it out to Anderson. She picks up her dribble. And back in the hands of Morrow. Under 6 now, left in the first half. And a throwaway, but saved. And into the hands of Rossville, up ahead. And it was blocked, but Morrow stepped on the line. Good defense from Peyton Morrow, but just couldn't keep that foot off of the line after the block on Cadence Roby.
Yeah, if she would have tried to use her left hand, she would have had a better shot at her layup, but good block, good way to get back on defense.
Burkle goes strong, misses it, gets a rebound. Going to kick it out. Here's a 3-ball, and good. Addie Gorbett sings to triple. She's got 6, and a lead cut in half, 21-18.
She's over halfway past her average already in the second quarter, and that was a nice shot.
Ava Mills with the basketball, with the drive, and she walked. Tonight's game brought to you by Tier 1 Meat Company. They take pride in delivering locally sourced premium beef and pork, the kind of meat that honors the land, respects the craft, and fuels families with real flavor. From custom processing to mission-ready catering, they bring the firepower to elevate every meal and every moment. Founded by vets, every cut is elite and every customer is family. Step into Tier 1 at 128 West Catherine Street in Flora. Visit them online at tier1meatco.com.
A nice 3 by Allie Elliott. She's a couple-year starter, averaging almost 7 points a game, but they've had 2 wide-open threes to tie the ball game here at 21 with a little under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
The 3-ball keeping Rossville in this one.
On the flip side, Oracle's are scoring a lot inside the lane, but they're basket cutting a lot better than Rossville is.
Here's a 3-ball. Off the back iron, no good. Fought for it and poked away from behind was Allie Huffman after Elliott got the basketball, so it's going to stay with the Lady Hornets. Tied at 21, 4:30 left in the second quarter.
So we have Farley, a freshman, number 40, that just checked in the game for Rossville. She's another one of their 3-sport athletes.
And Burkle lost it and ends up in the hands of Sammy Leopard, who's now in the contest, number 12. Good swing. Anderson off the front iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Still on the ground. And Leopard comes up with it. And there's going to be a foul on the floor. Tonight's game brought to you by Rossville Schools. At Rossville, we rank number 1 in safety, lead the county in academics, and have achieved remarkable success in our athletic, agricultural, and fine arts programs. Come see why Rossville Schools is number 1 across the board in and around the community. Visit rcsd.k12.in.us for more info or call them at 765-379-2990 and set up an on-site visit. In the corner, Ava Mills. Down low, and now she's going to take a triple and hit it.
So that was all set up by the basket cut. And so that's their 3rd three-pointer from a corner in the first half, which is over a third of their points.
In the paint, good up and under, but missed everything. Did Vanderwall, but she tracks down the ball, and the Hornets will reset. Down low, good look, but Burkle couldn't finish.
I think she had a little bit more time than she anticipated, but she hurried it. And
Anderson left it short, but in the hands of Leopard.
Notice how quick Delphi gets the ball down the court to get some good looks at the basket.
Here's a 3-ball. Leopard left it way short. And into the hands of Roby. Into the forecourt, under 3. Left in the second. Burkle with it. She'll get it up top. That's Farley, and it's thrown away. And here come the Oracles. With the right hand, soft touch, and rolled it in. Sammy Leopard gets on the board with 2. The lead extended back to 5, 26-21. And good ball movement and soft touches, Bob, from the Oracle. Everybody seems around the rim that they're just putting it right up there and not anything too heavy. They're just floating it in.
Well, they're rim running on transition, so they have somebody down the middle, and they're filling out to the wings to get the open three-pointers in the corner. And what's happening is Rossville's being caught ball watching, and by that I mean they're just staring at the ball and they're not picking up the girls as they come through on transition. So the girls are open in the corner. They've hit 3 threes. If they go to the corner, then they're getting layups, and they have 2 or 3 3-point plays, hence their 5-point lead with a little under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Been a very competitive basketball game, but what we talked about is that turnovers have led to transition baskets for both teams. Fortunately for Delphi, they've got more points on the transition than Rossville.
Tonight's game brought to you by Mulberry Telecommunications, who offers high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. We're a local telecommunications cooperative that has been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe County for over 120 years. Now that we have expanded our services into Carroll County, we're excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to our fiber herd. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885.
So let's see what Rossville has drawn up out of the timeout here. She was a little upset. They rattled off 5 points against her team. And
3-ball and cans it. Rossville staying in it with the 3-ball.
I would call another timeout if you're going to get a play that easy. No.
Addie Gorbett now with 9. That ball off the iron, no good. Rossville rebound. Here come the Lady Hornets. Chance to tie or take the lead. Burkle picks up the dribble. And now near side to Roby. She'll get it up top to Farley. 2 minutes left in the second. Here's and off the glass from Adeline Farley. That's her first 3. And Rossville takes a 1-point lead.
Well, the bank's been open at both ends tonight.
Here's Farley again. She's going to pull it back. She's thinking about it. And she got tangled up with Abby Brown. That'll be her first.
What's interesting about Farley is pretty aggressive for a freshman. Sometimes when freshmen get in a varsity game, they're a little timid, a little shy, but she got right in the mix. And now another turnover.
Away.
Here we go with the fast break.
Up ahead, Morrow leads the charge. Off the glass, no good. Ball fought for, and Burkle's going to come away with it, and she got fouled by Morrow.
Yeah, you don't want to foul a young lady 81 feet from the basket, even though it's only their, second foul of the quarter. But that's still tough to do. See what shot they can get in the last 15 seconds. Oh, it's a minute. I'm sorry, minute 22.
In the corner, just above the 3-point arc, in the pocket. Looking down low. That's a regroup. She got it up top to Burkle. Now the swing. Back to Farley. Pulls back. Good dribble work. Thought about the 3. She's going to pull it back. That's Addie Gurgley. And the steal. Here come the Oracles with the right and got it to go. Good, strong take from Ava Mills. She's got 8.
Notice how Delphi is really guarding the paint. Whenever they cut, somebody is switching. There's 4 girls in the paint.
Burkle threw it up, but Ava Spear comes away with the rebound. The sophomore forward, number 20. 25 ticks left in the second. Here's Spear with it, guarded by Burkle.
Looks like they're going to hold for 1 shot.
They'll pull it
back. We got a set play
10.
here, and they're going to have a basket cut.
Lattimore goes. Picks up her dribble. Up top, 3-ball. Off the iron, no good, and that'll end it. Very entertaining first half of basketball as the Oracles hold a 1-point advantage over the Rossville Lady Hornets. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some halftime analysis right here on the ISC Sports Network.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Frankfurt Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Day & Genda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day & Genda Funeral Home, putting family first.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
Tonight's game brought to you by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling. Wampler's is a place where recycling always makes sense. Please call Wampler's at 659-3221 for all your trash recycling and scrap needs. Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, family owned since 1948. Let's have some thoughts on the first half presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Bob, what'd you see?
Well, it's been kind of a three-point barrage. I know we'll get here in the highlights in a few moments, but Rossville, their turnovers have led to a lot of points. Their threes are keeping them in the game, and they need to pay a little bit more attention on out-of-bounds plays. Delphi has picked up 2 quick corner threes on that. On the flip side, Delphi has had really good basket cuts. They've hit the offensive glass, and they are doing a wonderful job of clogging the paint on defense, and they're keeping Burkle under control. And she's having to struggle. She's got some points, but they've not come easy for her. It's been a very competitive first half. We talked about at the outset, can you take care of the basketball? Can you go on the offensive glass? Can you hit your free throws? And all 3 of those things have come to light in the first half, and John, we'll have to see how it works out in the second half for both teams.
We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll show some of those three-point barrage highlights right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome, upgrade today. The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Today's highlights presented by Mulberry Telecommunications, the best gig in town, and the Weather Girls said it right when they said it's raining threes.
I believe we had, if I counted correctly, 9 of them in the first half. But notice how the girls, their feet are set. It's a catch and shoot, and we've had a couple banked in. But for the most part, they've been really good shots that both teams have converted on.
That was a good look underneath from Burkle to Allie Elliott. But back to the three-point barrage. And Bob, what I like about these shots is they're really not contested. They're not trying to force the three over a defender coming out or anything. You're right, they're setting their feet. They're getting good shots off.
No, they've been all in rhythm, and some of that one there specifically was inside out where it was a basket cut, set it up. They converged on the girl at the basket, and hence the girl in the corner was wide open, and there's another one. But both teams have shot the ball well from outside the arc, which didn't happen in their first 2 games. So both coaches have to be pleased with how their three-point shooting has come around. On the flip side, you got to be a little disappointed that they're not running the girls off the three-point line, making them put it on the floor for a pull-up to or pass to a teammate. So, you know, you got to give credit to the offense, and on defense, say, how do we adjust? How do we take away the threes? Because you don't want to let kids have wide-open threes where they catch and shoot, and you don't want to put them on the free throw line. And that's happened in the first half for both teams.
We'll talk about those adjustments when we come back right here on the ISC Sports Network.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
Back on the campus at Delphi High School. Bob, you were just talking about it going into the break. Some adjustments need to be made, and those are presented by JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove.
Well, first and foremost, I think Rossville needs to do a better job of taking care of the basketball, better passing. Delphi has done a great job of being in the lanes, and therefore have gotten a lot of steals that have led to some transition baskets. On the other side, Delphi has to continue to keep Burkle under wraps. She's had a handful of points in the first half, but she's had to work for her points. She's a lefty. They forced her to go right a couple times here in the second quarter, whereas in the first quarter they allowed her to go to left. But she's too good a player that come third quarter, fourth quarter, she's not going to figure out how to get her points.
We come back. We'll have 16 more minutes of basketball left. It's a tight one. The Oracles lead the Hornets 28-27.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday Bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Delphi, Indiana. 3,000 people, quaint little community, but things pick up with the intensity when it's Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup. When Oracles invite one of their own into the gym, and they've got themselves a good one with the Rossville Lady Hornets.
Yeah, both teams are above their average for points and a half, so we'll see what happens here in the second half.
This is Ari Lattimore as Delphi controls possession in the second half. Lattimore thought about it, into the paint. Oh, had her wide open in the paint, but another three.
Well, the reason she was open in the paint is the reason they got a wide open three. Rossville came out in a little 2-3 zone, and Delphi was very patient. Once again, another basket cut.
Rebound by Delphi. Kai Anderson's got 2 buckets, and they're 2 triples. Here's Mills, and here's Anderson again. Tried to go 1-2 down low to Mills, and Mills just couldn't hold it, so it's going to be Rossville basketball.
So in the zone, Rossville has to point who's next. I got next, instead of watching the basketball. The first time they had a wide open three, all 5 girls were watching the basketball.
Here's Burkle. He gets it to Elliott. And good look underneath. Good basketball from the Hornets. Mally O'Brien with the finish.
They took a page out of the first half playbook for Delphi.
Lead 2 for Delphi. And Lattimore just had a little miscommunication with Anderson. And it's Hornets basketball. Mulberry Telecommunications offers high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. They're a local telecommunications cooperative that have been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe County for over 120 years. Now that we have expanded our services into Carroll County, we are excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to our fiberhood. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885. And a good news for the residents of Rossville is that in 2026, you're going to get a chance to get that super high optic fiber from Mulberry Telecommunications. Christmas is going to become a little later for the community of Rossville. Burkle just with strength all the way down the lane, but couldn't finish.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. She went 1-on-3 there. I think she was determined she was going to get a shot off because she hadn't shot here in the third quarter, but Rossville has to do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
I have to say it because it put a smile on my face, is that Mulberry Telecommunications will spring into the construction, and you'll fall in love with the service. Well done, Mr. Walker. 5:43 left in the third. Tonight's game is brought to you by JXN Stump Solutions. Tired of unsightly tree stumps ruining your yard? Let them take care of it. They've got the equipment and experience to get the job done right, offering 3 tiers of service that will rejuvenate your yard, all at competitive, budget-friendly rates. Call 765-242-9523 today for a free estimate. JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove.
Coach Gilbert's ran some nice out-of-bounds plays. Let's see what happens here. Oh, my goodness.
And it's knocked away on the chase down.
That was a really bad pass.
That was Vanderwall. Good defense from the junior guard. Here's a 3-ball falling on the backside, and Elliott gets up. And here's Anderson. Gets it up top to Mills. Anderson, good ball movement. Lattimore thought about it. Now Mills working in the paint, lost the basketball. Elliott's got it.
Notice how easy Delphi is getting the ball in the paint. And that's another careless turnover by Rossville. But against this zone, you try to keep the ball out of the middle, and Rossville is allowing the ball to get in the middle. Hence, they're getting girls open for layups, but more importantly, they're getting girls in the corner wide open for threes, and it's a catch and shoot. So you have to prevent the ball from going in the middle against this zone.
Lattimore into the forecourt, being guarded by Vanderwall. That ball tipped away. It's going to go the other way. I guess that was off of Mills. So a turnover for Delphi.
Yeah, we continue to have a little careless passing on both sides, John.
This quarter a little bit more disjointed than that first half. Here's Burkle with it. Working the top of that perimeter. Now to Vanderwall. She tries to get past Lattimore. Can't do it. Needs help. And a foul on Lattimore. Bailed her out.
Yeah, it looked like it was pretty good defense. Maybe a little touch here and there, but we'll see if Rossville can get a clean look on an out-of-bounds play.
31-29. The largest lead for Delphi has been 6. The largest for Rossville, 1. Down in the paint. Good turn, and Burkle couldn't finish. But Morrow's going to pick up her third. That's trouble.
And Morrow says she doesn't want to come out of the game. But if you look down here, they allow her to go over her right shoulder. You have to. She's left-handed. You have to force her back to the middle on that block down there. And I'm sure Coach Gilbert's gone over that in the scouting report. But she's very strong left-handed.
Burkle sinks that one. And you called it, Bob. She airballed that first one, but sank that one clean.
Be curious if she makes this, if Rossville has a little press here.
To tie. She does. She's got 8. And we're tied at 31s. Under 4:30 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, she's only halfway toward her injury, or to her.
That ball knocked away. Mallory O'Brien all the way to the cup and lays it in.
Yeah, we used to call that tornado. You just jump. As soon as they cross the line, had a little double team at the top and got a steal.
Rossville with their largest lead at 2. Thrown into traffic, and O'Brien comes away with it. Looking for help, splits the defense. Still with the basketball.
Nice job of dribbling by that young lady.
Vanderwall thinking about it against Lattimore.
I would go to Burkle on the post again.
Kick out. Vanderwall got shut off, now in the corner.
I don't think they can handle Burkle on the low post.
Farley on the hold.
They're running a little bit of a weave. You know, Rossville's had a lot better motion in the second half than they had in the first half. Whereas in the first half, Delphi had the better motion, but against the zone, it's kind of stagnated.
Give the foul to Ari Lattimore. It's her third team foul in the quarter. Here's a 3-ball. And got it. The hot shooting from both teams continues. Farley's got 6. And Rossville up to a 5-point advantage.
Once again, a wide open catch and shoot 3.
There's Morrow up top. Down in the paint and throws it away. Farley with the basketball. Coming up on 3 minutes. Burkle thought about it. Good dribble drive and went up strong, and she got fouled by Aubrey Frost.
So for Rossville, the best thing about the third quarter has been their zone has taken away some of the basket cuts for Delphi. And Delphi has turned the ball over 2 or 3 times and has led to transition points and led to them getting out and getting into some rhythm. And now you put Burkle at the line, who she misses that one. But she's been very active in the third quarter. As we talked about at halftime, they needed to keep her under wraps for them to have a good second half.
Burkle trying to split the pair. In and out, no good. Missed both. So the lead's still at 5, under 3. There's Morrow. And I guess O'Brien got a hand on that. Looked like it just went off of Morrow.
Well, they're trapping as soon as the ball comes across the half-court line.
Morrow on the dribble drive, got into the lane on the floor.
Rossville's defensive intensity is picked up in the second half. It's not as easy for Delphi to get to the basket, and look at the girl in the corner wide open.
There's a 3-ball. Got it.
I mean, you just can't do that. That's the third 3-pointer in the game that they've had wide open from a out-of-bounds play.
Rossville came in shooting at 28% from behind the arc. Delphi at 32, but they are well above that. And there's a rare miss. Another clean look, this time for the benefit of the Oracles.
That was a freshman miscue by Farley, not seeing the ball come in bounds, and your first responsibility is the girl in the corner. You have the middle plugged up by the center, and you got first pass to the outside.
The lead is 2 for the Lady Hornets. Anderson in the corner, gets past Burkle, throws it up, a little heavy. That's going to be a foul over the back on Adeline Farley. Adeline Farley's got some good roots. Her dad. There's a 3-ball. That one off the back iron, no good. And it's grabbed by Farley. Her dad was a Frankfurt grad. Played some college ball down in Texas. There's a good move by Burkle. And the lead.
She's perfected that spin move. There's a travel that they missed.
Lead back to 4. Burkle's the first one in double digits with 10. And she got the basketball up ahead to O'Brien. Wait for the troops. And she'll reset from the left wing. And Adeline's brother, Alex Farley, part of the Clinton Prairie Gophers that had a heck of a run last year in boys basketball. That kid could shoot it.
So Morrow was afraid to play defense there because she has 3 fouls. Therefore, Burkle got right to the basket and laid it in, and she's probably got 6-8 points here in the third quarter.
She's up to 12. Alex Farley now up at Ball State in Muncie playing for the Cardinals.
You notice how this 2-3 zone has made the Delphi offense a little more passive.
Leopard with it, couldn't get it to go. And Gorbett with the rebound. Up ahead, it was off the hands of Frost, but then Vanderwall tried to get it and off of her hands, so a turnover for Rossville, but they have their largest lead at 6, 33 ticks left on the clock.
Yeah, it's a tough pass to complete from that angle, especially with the defender in the passing lane, and Delphi does a great job of getting in passing lanes.
Morrow with the basketball. She get to Lattimore. Here's 20 seconds. It's Mills, and she's going to get it to Leopard. Just working the perimeter. Going to hold for a last shot. Down the lane. And a travel. Tonight's game brought to you by Frankfurt Eagles. Post 976, serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfurt Eagles offer something for everyone. For more info on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt.
Well, we got 8 seconds. I would get the ball to Burkle and let her get to the basket.
Here comes O'Brien. On the bounce, got it back, a little short. Picked up by Oracles, got to shoot. And off the side of the backboard, no good. Rossville comes back and now has a 6-point advantage heading into the final 8 minutes. It's Hoosier Heartland Conference basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Tonight's game brought to you by Dangendel Funeral Home with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Dangendel Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on their services and community involvement, please visit dangendel.com. Dangendel Funeral Homes, where they put family first.
Well, that was a good quarter for Rossville. They hit some shots. Burkle went to the basket. They hit a couple threes. We'll see how Delphi responds here in Q4. But this zone has really put a little damper on the Oracle's offense productivity in the third quarter. Rossville needs to take care of the basketball. Delphi needs to be a little more aggressive attacking the zone.
8 minutes to decide it. Lady Hornets up 6. The largest lead for Delphi has been 6, but Rossville has turned the tide. Here's Burkle working against Morrow. Now she goes to the left. Kicks it out to Farley. And now the handoff, O'Brien. Burkle thought about it. On the take, spin move, good double team. Farley with it now. Picks up her dribble, needs help, and stripped away. Good defense from Delphi. Up ahead on the save and gets into the hands of Frost. Tried to look down low. Farley bothered it. It'll be side out.
Both a couple lackadaisical plays on both ends. Farley letting the ball go out of bounds, or getting stolen, and then Rossville not being able to gather in the loose ball.
3 ball, and it's God. Ari Lattimore now with 8.
She's a good three-point shooter.
Cuts the lead to 3. Coming up on 7 minutes left in this one. O'Brien fell into a heap of trouble, so Jennifer Jacoby calls a timeout. Tonight's game brought to you by Rossville Schools. At Rossville, we rank #1 in safety, lead the county in academics, and have achieved remarkable success in our athletic, agricultural, and fine arts programs. Come see why Rossville Schools is #1 across the board in and around our community. Visit rcsd.k12.in.us for more information, or call them at 765-379-2990 and set up an on-site visit. John Natali, Bob Messlin with you on a rainy, cold Tuesday night, but the intensity has heated up here inside Delphi's gym.
Yeah, Rossville's coach can't be excited about how they started the fourth quarter. They had the basketball, a little lackadaisical, as I said. Turnover led to a errant pass at the other end, which Delphi was able to save, and then they had a wide open 3, cut the lead in half. And so we're in for a basketball game here in the last 7 minutes and 2 seconds. As I said, this ball protection has become an issue throughout the game. We talked about it at the outset, but it's continued to rear its ugly head for both teams throughout the course of the contest tonight, John.
O'Brien inbound.
And it'll full court press here.
.702 left in the fourth. Rossville is down as many as 6. Got up as many as 6, and now the lead cut in half to 3.
Looks like we might have a little delay. Maybe somebody had something on their jersey or something, because young lady, Elliot.
Abby Brown
came in late.
Down low. Working the baseline. Good look to Vanderwall. Missed it. Got her offensive rebound. But there's going to be a foul on the floor.
Yeah, that was a good looking pass and good cut. Unfortunately, she couldn't finish, but a good play out of bounds for Rossville. They've not had too many good plays out of bounds from underneath. We'll see. Oh, they're going to give her 2 shots. I would have thought it was on the rebound.
They gave the foul to Abby Brown. That's her second. It's first in the quarter. And Vanderwall goes to the line and got the friendly bounce.
Well, they shoot as a team about 74% for the year. I think they're a little under that tonight because Burkle struggled. She's probably around 50%. But if it comes down to free throws, Rossville shoots about 74% to 38% for Delphi.
And Vanderwall misses the back end, but that was her first free throw make of the season. Let's see if Delphi can answer. In the paint, kick out. That's Frost.
She traveled.
And the ball on the ground, it's picked up. Mills with it. Good movement. Pocket three, left it way short. But on the rebound, couldn't get it to go. That's Mills fighting hard. Shot that one. She gets a rebound again, and just calamity on the floor. Jump ball. It's going to stay with Delphi.
Well, Delphi continues to pound the offensive glass. We talked about it at the beginning, and that they're going to have 3 or 4 shots on this possession alone.
One-arm takedown.
But when you're in a zone, the girls find it difficult to match up, to block out, and everybody goes for the basketball. And then Delphi's doing a great job of getting to the glass and getting putbacks.
Peyton Morrow comes back in. And they'll reset up top. Here's Leopard. Now in the corner, Morrow takes Burkle baseline and got the basketball back somehow. And that ball thrown away, and Morrow got it. Sloppy possession here for Delphi, but can they capitalize? No foul called, but here comes Rossville. Burkle with it. 3 ball. Got it. Allie Elliott. She's in double digits with 10. And now the lead 7. And that's going to force a timeout by head coach David Gilbert.
Yeah, he's not too excited about that non-call in that last possession.
Just the 3-point shooting continues to impress for both teams. But it has really, really carried Rossville in this contest. Tonight's game brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, offering free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking or vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. John Natali, Bob Meslam, and our entire ISC Sports Network crew, happy to have you on this Tuesday evening as we open up Hoosier Heartland Conference play between 2 rivals. Mentioned in the onset that Delphi leads the series since 2001, 15-14. Rossville trying to even it up.
It's been a fun game of runs both ways. You know, you get a 5 or 6 point run for Rossville, and then all of a sudden Delphi comes back in the game, and then they switch who's going to be in the lead, and now we got a 7-point lead with a little under 6 minutes to go. So we'll have to find out if this zone continues to hound the Oracles.
Delphi needs a bucket here.
We'll see what Coach Gilbert called up out of timeout. I got to think it's a set play for somebody.
Leopard in the corner. She'll get it up top to Morrow. And Frost almost lost it. Now in the corner. That's Mills. Goes into the lane, throws it up, and she's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
That was a nice drive against the zone. Typically, you don't see somebody drive from the right corner to the lane to get 2 free throws. But that was a nice drive by that young lady.
That's the 4th foul on Adeline Farley. She'll stay in the contest.
She's a pretty aggressive, and especially for a freshman. We'll see if Rossville can block out here and get the rebound.
And can't hit it. So misses both free throws. The lead still at 7. That ball thrown away. And it's going to belong to Delphi. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the 4th. Morrow with the basketball. Here's Morrow. Down to corner, that's Leopard. She'll bring it up top, and Anderson will control it. They'll swing it. Morrow in the lane. Little dribble drive, and in and out, no good. Burkle with the rebound.
I think for Rossville, Burkle has to take over a little more. She has to be not as passive as she was at the end of the third quarter and be as aggressive as she was at the start of the third quarter. But her teammates have to look for her.
She's the tallest on the court. O'Brien off the back iron, no good, but backside rebound by Vanderwall. Now Burkle to operate from the left wing. Guarded by Morrow. Footwork. Good defense by number 15. And Farley, the freshman, will pull it back out. And get the take and the drive and the left-hand finish.
What a wonderful drive. You know, Farley's made a couple miscues in the last minute or so, but she made up with that with the wonderful drive and finished with the left hand. And very rarely do you see a freshman with that much composure at the basket.
Well, remember how many times she got around her brother Alex in the driveway with that.
He's probably watching and going, way to go, sis.
Well, they got to guard each other up by the three-point line, so it's easy take-ins to the lane. Here's Mills with it. The lead is 9. Largest it's been for either team. 4 minutes left in the fourth. And Farley comes away with it and puts it up and in. She's got 10. And that's the third Hornet in double digits. She joins Elliott and Burkle.
Boy, what great composure from that young lady. She had a couple plays a couple minutes ago that were freshman-like, and then she had a couple plays there were just like a veteran. She got 2 left-handed layups, and that ups the lead to 11. And this zone has really stymied Delphi here in the second half. In the first half, they were cutting to the middle, John, getting the ball in, passing it out for open threes. Rossville has squeezed the zone a little bit and have protected the lane a lot better in the second half than they did in the opening stanza.
Tonight's game brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn. Attention, all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. They provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. The lead 11 for the Lady Hornets. The first half, they were down by 6 and have jumped out to an 11-point advantage here in the fourth. That's going to against Burkle's. Mills went up strong. That'll be Burkle's first.
Yeah, they've held Mills under control. She usually averages almost 14 points. I don't think she's there yet. She might have about half that many.
She's looking for points 9 and 10. And can't get that one to fall, so she's stuck on 8. Struggles at the free throw line, only 38%.
But for a freshman, she's averaging almost 14 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and almost 7 steals per game. That's unbelievable.
And hits a second, so the lead now 10. Mills has got 9. Full court pressure. Farley with it. Waits for reinforcements. Now Burkle with the basketball. 3:20 left in the fourth. Farley being hounded by Leopard, picks up her dribble. And Jennifer Jacoby says, I don't like the set. So she calls a timeout, and we'll take one too. 3:13 left in this one. You're watching Hoosier Heartland Conference basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Back on the campus at Delphi High School, the Oracles jumped out to a 6-point advantage in the first half, but it's been a 16-point swing. Now a 10-point advantage for the Lady Hornets of Rossville, 48-38 with 3:13 left in the fourth. John Natali, Bob Meslam with you on a Tuesday night on the ISC Sports Network.
What's going to be key here is, can Rossville take care of the basketball against the Delphi pressure? Delphi might have to foul a little bit. Rossville is very good at the free throw line, but if Delphi can get a couple steals here, they can get back in the game with a little over 3 minutes to go. So this is very important. That was a good timeout by Coach Jacoby.
Now the set, and Burkle's got it. Guarded by Morrow. Coming up on 3 minutes left in this one. The handoff. That's O'Brien. She's had a nice game tonight, Mallory O'Brien. And she picked up her dribble, needs help. And Jennifer Jacoby says, well, I'll help you out. So she calls a timeout.
So I've not seen them play this year, just what I've seen on tape, read. I'm not so sure Rossville can hold the ball for 2 minutes and 55 seconds and play a passive offense with not continuing to be aggressive, go to the basket, get the ball in Burkle's hands. Farley's had a couple of baskets here in the last couple of minutes, but it's hard to hold the basketball, especially when Delphi is so good at playing passing lanes, getting steals, and things of that nature. So if I'm Coach Jacoby, I'm going, we got to continue to attack, girls. We got to go to the basket. We got to get to the free throw lane. We got to score some more points, because I'm not sure 48 will win this game.
The advantage is 10, and both teams have been shooting extremely well behind the arc, but more in favor of Rossville. And here's Burkle with it. And the kick out. Another three, and cans it. Addie Gorbett.
Good out of timeout call by Coach Jacoby.
Gorbett's the fourth Hornet to be in double digits. That's going to send Ava Mills to the line.
Yeah, and if you're Rossville, you don't want to foul to keep, you want to keep the clock running, but what a great play. They went into Burkle, spot up three, and once again cashed it in.
Mills can't hit it. Mills looking for point number 10. She would be the first Oracle to hit double digits.
Mills has played a really good game.
And can't hit either. And with a strong rebound is Gorbett. She averages 7 a night on the boards. She's going to hand off to O'Brien. Up top. Guarded by Leopard. And she's still got it. She's going to hand it off. And there's going to be a foul there. That's going to go on Mills. It's Mills' second. It's only the second team foul. The lead 13. O'Brien with it, coming up on 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. O'Brien guarded by Leopard, top of the perimeter. And they have no issues with just holding on to the basketball and working this clock. Vanderwall, guarded by Frost. Got it knocked away, but now in the hands of Burkle. Under 2. In the corner. Farley thought about it, but wisely pulled back.
Good decision by that freshman. Good decision.
To keep the clock moving. And just playing keep away at this point are the Hornets, coming up on a minute 30.
O'Brien's doing a nice job with the basketball. Staying away from 5-second counts, and all the girls from Rossville are moving.
Burkle got into some trouble, but Vanderwall, and that's going to be a turnover. So after all of that, Delphi gets the basketball back with a minute 22.
But they ran about, although it was a turnover, they ran about a minute off the clock. And, they had a little pass there that was a bit careless, but we'll see if Delphi can cut into this lead here. But they got to move a little quicker than they've been moving.
Delphi's got to go quick. Skip pass. Down low. And just an unforced turnover by the Oracles. Lead is 13. This is the largest it's been in the ball game for either team. And And that ball turned over. So Rossville not doing themselves any favors. Down the lane, up with the right hand. And the foul is going to be on Addie Gorbett. That's her third.
Addie Gorbett, quite the athlete. Basketball, volleyball, softball. Last year she was out with a shoulder injury, and this year she's come back averaging in double digits and 7 rebounds. So a big help to the Rossville Lady Hornets this year.
Mills has finally got that 10th point and gets point number 11, leading scorer for the Oracles. The lead is 11. They worked a lot of clock in the last possession, and right there, Farley had an opportunity to go straight to the bucket. Wisely pulled it out. Another smart move by the freshman. Have a foul there. That'll be on Kaya Anderson. That's her first, third team foul. 47 seconds left in this one. On the inbound, having trouble getting it in. Good look underneath and couldn't complete the three-point play. But Addie Gorbett will go with the free throw stripe.
That was a very nice job on the inbound pass. Nobody open in the backcourt, and she looks to the basket. Young lady seals her defender, and now she's going to shoot 2 free throws. Great out-of-bounds play.
And Gorbett leads all scorers with the Baker's dozen.
Yeah, the balance scoring on Rossville is really good.
4 players in double digits. And Mallory O'Brien having a good game with 6 herself. 14 for Gorbett, the lead 13 for the Lady Hornets. And just stood up on that pass, and it fell into the hands of Burkle. Now just trying to get it over the timeline. Down low underneath to Roby, throws it up, no good. And Anderson controls a rebound. 20 seconds. Poked away.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that last shot by Roby was what they were looking for, but what a good ball game. What a good ball game.
Clock out. And Rossville, after trailing by 6, as much as 6 in the first half, turn it around by 19 points and win this one 53-40. It's our post-game show brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And Bob, it was the three-point shot that was keeping Rossville in that first half. They didn't have the lead, and they fell behind, but they'd be able to get a couple threes up. And then they just exploded in that second half and ended up winning this one by 13.
Yeah, they were they got better shots in the second half. Their zone really stymied the Oracles here in the third and fourth quarter. But if you look at Rossville, they got a balanced attack. I think they probably had 4 or 5 young ladies in double figures. Whereas, Delphi, they struggled in the second half against the zone. They didn't get the ball in the middle. They didn't get wide open 3 looks. And Rossville did a much better job in the second half of taking care of the basketball. What they also did, John, is they kept the Oracles to 1 shot on most possessions, where in the first half they got some putbacks and some and ones, and I think that helps stymie the Delphi in the second half.
Our player of the game brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles. Bob, there's plenty to choose from on the Rossville side. Addie Gorbett had 14, Ellie Elliott had 10, Ava Burkle had 12, but got to give it to number 40, Adeline Farley, the freshman, being able to go both in and out and score those 10 points, also with a lot of rebounds, taking after her brother Alex from Clinton Prairie, who's now playing at Ball State, but she had a whale of a game overall.
Yeah, I think she had 7 of her points in the fourth quarter. She had a couple of back-to-back left-handed layups, which kind of helped. Here we go on a fast break where a steal, but she was able to convert. But this kind of turned the game. She hit a 3, and then she had back-to-back left-handed layups, which gave her, her 10 points for the game. But a good game for anybody, much less a freshman. And to come out in a rivalry game like this, your first conference game, Coach Jacoby's got to feel good about that, as well as the other girls that contribute as well. But what a very competitive game for both schools.
Tonight's game was brought to you in parts by Dangan Funeral Home, putting family first. By Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice. the easy choice. Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. Rossville Consolidated Schools, achieve, learn, lead, and inspire. The Frankfurt Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And by the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. The series is tied at 15. Rossville moves to 3-0 on the season, 1-0 in the Hoosier Heartland Conference. Delphi drops to 2-1 and 0-1 in the conference. On behalf of my broadcast partner Bob Messlem, I'm John Natali, and we want to thank you for joining us tonight. As our final from Delphi, the Lady Hornets come in 53-40 over the Delphi Oracles. Have a great night, everybody.
If you haven't signed up for Mintel Fiber Optic Internet from Mulberry Telecommunications, then you're missing out. We have various packages to choose from and speeds up to a gig. Not to mention each package includes a Wi-Fi 6 wireless router and access to our Mintel Smart Home app, giving you complete control of your network backed by our award-winning customer service. Go ahead and dance till your heart's content in whatever reality you want, even if it's virtual. Mulberry Telecommunications offering the best gig in town. Sign up today at Mintel.net and